Criminal defense attorney Matt Fakhoury is here in studio, and I saw you shaking your head a number of times during that report, just with how tragic this would be if it's true. Let's talk about the nature of his injuries. His family claims that they're not consistent with what the LAPD says happened. So do we have any evidence there?
Hard to say at this point, I think. There is some evidence, obviously. When you fall, especially when you're in a situation like that where you're grappling with somebody or somebody has you in a headlock, and it doesn't go well, you're going to fall and hit your head. I think what they're referring to is the rib injuries and the injury to his liver. LAPD explained that away by saying this happened during the resuscitation, or the attempted resuscitation of the victim here, and that's how those injuries occurred. So it's hard to say at this point.
The LAPD says there's no video of the incident, but do we have an autopsy report?
We do have an autopsy report. However, the autopsy report is saying that this is accidental. In other words, it was a freak accident that should have never occurred. They're not in any way suggesting that there was foul play by any of the officers there, or that this was some type of mob like the mother is alleging. They're saying this was a one-on-one combative incident, that was an exercise, it was a training that went awry.
But the family does believe that this was intentional. So you said one-on-one, was an officer involved in this supposed training exercise or unplanned training or combat one of the officers that Tipping was investigating?
So that's what they're alleging, that this officer who was involved in this one-on-one training was one of the officers that was involved in this, rape allegation that Officer Tippings was investigating. There's been some conflicting reports from what I see, but from what the mother and their attorney is saying, this officer was involved, and there were other officers there that were part of this investigation that Officer Tippings was conducting.
If this is true, if the family is right, what kind of a case do they have against the LAPD?
Oh, it doesn't get much more serious than this. First of all, there's criminal repercussions that would go to a conspiracy, to an intentional act, a homicide. This is a murder, in other words. Second of all, there's going to be a huge lawsuit, which is already underway, that LAPD and the individual officers are going to be potentially liable for. But what I think needs to happen before we get into that is there needs to be an outside, independent investigation by somebody not affiliated in any way, shape, or form with LAPD, whether that be the State Attorney General's office, another district attorney, not the LA district attorney. I know they were suggesting that. I think somebody who doesn't know any of these officers should come and investigate in order to provide some more clarity to the public and to the family.
All right, and we have reached out to the LAPD. They've, of course, not commented on anything regarding this lawsuit, but stiff charges for that department, and serious ones as well. Thank you so much, Matt. Good to see you.
Pleasure. Good to see you as always. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.